Recording.
Hi, this is Jim Downs, and that's Jesse Kiser, and this is the Rideapart overview of the Sena 10C Bluetooth communication system with integrated camera.
We've got two prisms and the 10C to just kind of show what we're doing, and then I'm using the SMH20, which right out the bat, the coolest thing I've seen about the whole outfit is this Bluetooth device is $300, $299 depending on where you buy it. The Prism is $400, $399, but the 10C is $350. So for $50 more over the communicator, it does everything the Prism does and everything the SMH20 communicator does, but you get both for just $50 over the price of the SMH20.
Connecting the camera and the communicator is kind of like, I think, the next step in the sort of evolution for Sena.
It's the only brand that will work with other brand communicators.
They call it a universal pairing.
Okay,
and,
yeah.
And I've connected with people with other brand communicators before, and it's worked great.
Even just compared to a GoPro, it's $150 less than a GoPro, plus it adds all the other stuff to it. But I guess the big question is it as good as a GoPro? Are you seeing it as good quality?
The Prism camera and the 10C camera are probably comparable to like a GoPro 3.
Yeah, so do you have any negatives to say about the 10C so far?
The frame rate of the video and the resolution is a little bit of a limiting factor for me, but the ability to easily connect and record conversations while riding is a huge advantage. A couple negatives that I've found using the Prism camera: it would get hot and disconnect. I was having issues disconnecting it. One of the issues, yeah, I would either get hot or sometimes the vibration. I would get.
Okay, so you experienced the same problem I did then.
I spoke with Sena about it, and they were saying they said it wasn't the vibration so much as just the unit getting hot
from using it too much,
or like having it out in the sun, or if you had it like sitting next to the the exhaust of a KTM or something like that.
Okay, then there's my problem.
Battery life is always a concern.
Do you think it's any better than so my SMH20 is supposed to have 13 hours worth of talk. I have not experienced that. The best I was able to experience was about 8 hours. My Prism absolutely sucked for the battery life. So what's the 10C like?
So I guess one of the things you could call a drawback with the 10C is that the camera's integrated, right? So it's one battery, but one of the things the engineers did was they worked in a system by which the camera, if it's sitting idle, will shut itself off. One of the things I like about the 10C is that it is integrated, and I'm not having not only to manage two different things on my helmet that may be connected at any time or may not be. It's all in one package.
Question: have you tried running that thing from fully charged to absolute dead? Do you have any kind of vague idea how long the 10C will last?
With running video, I probably ran it for like 2 hours of runtime before it ran out, which I think is about in line with what Sena says it'll do.
Have you tried using it without rolling video? Do you think it runs like the 10 hours talk time? Like if you and I were just talking and not recording right now, do you have any idea how long it would last?
I've never had one of them run out from just doing that. I've always been amazed at how long the last 3 generations of Senas do work.
In a way, I was like, holy crap, it was like 8 to 10 hours how long these things lasted when they were just connected straight.
Yeah.
I was really impressed, and then I realized they advertised like 13 hours.
All the units allow for charging while using them. Oh, they'll charge with any standard USB plug charger. When you open the box, they all come with a cigarette lighter plug adapter, which is nice.
So, final thought. So the negatives are the slightly down on battery life?
Battery life is a negative. Some riders I talked to didn't like that it looks big, kind of bulky on their helmet. I don't think it's an issue at all. I think it's...
No, it's not really much bigger than the SMH20.
It's certainly better than having to bolt a GoPro to your helmet, which sticks out like a big square, right? So
yeah, definitely. Unless you're on the top of the helmet.
Another big plus is the ability to record conversations like this. They also have features where you can record the music that you're listening to while you're rolling, so you can have that mixed into your conversation. They also have a feature that is not turned on by default, that you can record phone conversations. In sort of final thoughts, I think that the 10C is a lot of bang for the buck. The ability to control your other control prisms, and have a camera on board and record your conversation 1080p at 30 frames is a real strong selling point.
I think it's a game changer. I also think they might be giving GoPro a run for the money, especially with the Prism coming in at $100 cheaper. It's got handlebar mounts. It's got a handful of different things that are a little bit better than the GoPro. The 10C is just as good a quality as the SMH20 or any of the other communicators, right?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Every time you buy one, it comes with a couple microphone options.
You have the hard mic right now, correct?
Yes. The guys from Sena recommended using the boom mic. They told me that it's a better mic with better noise canceling properties.
Oh, I did not know that.
The 10C is not even out to consumers yet. As we're talking, I believe it ships just in the coming week or two. So should be available to consumers by the end of the month.
Well, thanks for watching the Rideapart review of the Sena 10C, and stay tuned.